Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 7 of our Minecraft 1.18 Survival Let's Play. In today's episode, we're going to start off by doing a dragon fight, as I desperately need the elytra. Then we're going to get into building some farms and expanding our Hobbit area. I definitely plan on finishing this area within the next episode or two, but there's still plenty of farms left to be built, so I won't be concrete on that. But without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Alright, so before we get to the dragon fight, we're actually going to build a skeleton spawner first. Now, the design for this is going to be pretty similar to the spider spawner that I built previously. The only difference is that the skeletons are going to be moved using a bubble elevator for this one, instead of just being pushed into the block that they're going to die. It sounds kind of morbid. The advantage of this one is that I'll be able to drop the skeletons to within 1 heart, so that they're an easy one-hit kill. Now, there's designs for this one all over YouTube, so unless you guys want me to make a tutorial, I'm just going to gloss over this for now. So this is a pretty easy, simple XP farm that I just needed to kind of get going before I did the dragon fight, so that I could do a couple enchants, and then in the future so that I can repair tools until I can get a better Enderman XP farm going. Alright, so at this point, we're finally getting to the Ender Dragon fight. I know it's only episode 7. I feel like some people push this off a bit longer, or they do it even earlier. So I think this is just about right for me. Fun fact, I've actually never done an Ender Dragon fight without dying. So leave your predictions in the comment section below now, and we'll see how it turns out.
Nope.
Yeah, so the spawn platform was pretty good in this case. I hate when it's unattached, because in this case the only blocks I brought were scaffolding, so it kind of worked out. I also didn't bring a pumpkin. It's usually how I end up dying is the Enderman, not the dragon. Every time I always tell myself that I'm going to keep it in mind to not look at the Enderman, but I always end up losing focus, and I'll look at one, or I'll look at a whole bunch when I'm trying to kill the dragon, and it all goes downhill from there. So we'll see how I do. Also, don't have the best aim, so please forgive me for terribly missing all of these. Also, you'll see me filling up bottles of Dragon's Breath. I think that's used in potions, but to be completely honest, I'm only really picking it up so that I can put it in what I'm going to call a museum. I like to collect blocks or things that are rare, things that happen for special events, or like the first pickaxe I crafted, and store them in, like, I guess I'll call it a museum. So Dragon's Breath is going to be one of those things, specifically the breath of the first dragon, this dragon, as I definitely plan on fighting all 20-something, however many dragons you have to end up fighting to get all of the end portals, so that I can end up doing a pretty cool end build here. Alright, so at this point, I definitely didn't think that I had gotten all of the end crystals, but the dragon was taking damage, and it took me a good 2 or 3 minutes to realize that I'd gotten all of them. So complete derp moment. I could have gotten the dragon killed a lot faster, but yeah, can never be perfect. Alright, and with that last shot, our dragon fight comes to an end. The first one down. Always feels so good.
What?
Alright, so immediately after that dragon fight, we're going to go ahead and kill our first wither. Now, in the spirit of honesty, I'm definitely going to cheap out and not fight him underground or above ground, as I don't really think it's that tough of a fight, so I'm much more willing to just do the cheap way and kill it underneath the portal. So I do believe where the end stone is that I should actually have obsidian there, and as you'll see here, the wither actually kind of glitches up into the end portal, but for some reason I'm still able to hit him. So I'll just kind of finish it out this time, and then we'll put obsidian there next time. So in another unfortunate event, I was supposed to be building a creeper farm in this portion of the video, but I'm still getting used to replay mod, and in an absolute rookie move, I believe I deleted the footage for the creeper farm build. Big sad. Alright, let's get back into something fun. So, this area has long been an eyesore for our build. It's pretty much the first thing I see coming out of my storage area, and building the tree didn't really help block it. So we're going to go ahead and round out the terrain to make it look a bit nicer. So you'll see those creepers coming up from that cave. So what's the right thing to do here? Light it up with torches or fill it in with dirt, right? No, 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 no. Not here. What we're going to do is put minimal torches down and then just cover it up and forget about it. Because if I can't see the mobs, then there is no mobs. After we go ahead and finish off the hill area, we're going to go ahead and continue our pathway up, removing the old one and adding in our new one with a bit more curve so that it gives it more character and life to the area, I guess. Alright, so moving on now, we're building our museum. For starters, we're going to build this here fireplace. It's a pretty simple design that I'm going to go ahead and copy on every floor. But yeah, quite a little time jump here. But this is the interior, the first floor that I've mocked out. The amethyst background ones, the amethyst background sections, I guess. Those are going to be the like museum parts, like the relics, like you saw there, the first armor set. And then I'm going to drop in villagers and part of the other sections, I guess, and just kind of add those throughout. So I plan on doing 2 more floors here, as you'll see me dig out. Each floor is pretty much going to be all villagers. I throw in some more museum sections on the bottom floor just because. But for the most part, it's going to be villagers. I think the middle floor is all villagers. Mostly weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, stuff like that. So I'm going to stop talking, and I'll catch up when the time-lapse done. Alright, so here we are on our final walkthrough. A lot of off-camera work went on this just because I want to really grind through this to get to the next part of our project here. Yeah, so here's the first floor in its final form. Of course, I got to add more relics and whatnot throughout. I've gone ahead and populated the second floor with villagers. I started by randomizing and then just kind of built whole rows of the weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, armorers, etc. And then down here, 99% finish, I'd say. I just got to set the villager professions before I add the loons to the librarian things, because I like those as an accent piece, but yeah, it doesn't mix well. Alright, so finishing off the video here, we're going to build some flower farms. Um, Two of them I actually end up changing into wheat farms, as I think it looks a little bit better. But the one I'm building first here with the two tall peonies, I think that's the name of the flower, that one I keep. The one that's roses I end up getting rid of, but you'll see that in a second. I went for pretty much the same kind of design that I did with the wheat farm. I kind of do that for all of my like farm fields, whatever that I build. I just really like the look of it. I think the cobblestone or the stone walls holding everything in, just kind of, chef's kiss. It's real nice. So guys, that's going to be it for me today. As always, if you like the video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost to 15 now, which is big for me. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.